All right, look, we're gonna talk about this dude right here. All right, so look, I know him personally, so when I know people personally, y'all be saying I'm biased because I'm not trashing them, but you have to understand my job is not about trashing people. If I don't know you and I don't know the bullshit that you're doing and I don't know what you caught up in, I'm gonna say what I say, and it may come off as a hater, but when I actually know you can call you and say what the fuck is going on with the popo, then my conversation may be a little different, but I'm still gonna tell you exactly what went down. So this is Offset from the Migos. That is my favorite rap group. I cannot tell you one word from one song because I don't know what the fuck they be saying. But I do like all the sound of it. And I even like the song Kelly Price, even though I don't like Kelly Price. So I love the Migos. Okay, I love the Migos. Now, Offset and I have had many conversations where he does not always agree with everything we say here at Hollywood Unlocked because we be talking shit about him sometimes. It ain't me, Offset, it's my writers. But either way, recently when I was, let me just say this before I even get into the story. Recently, when I was at Cardi's birthday, she had another private little party at a hookah lounge that turned to a strip club. We played that video here on the show. And I heard Offset was on his way, and I was like, oh shit, he gonna whoop my ass tonight. So I told my friend, we ain't gonna be able to win this one because he be with them boys and they from the streets, you know what I mean? Like we just gonna have to take this L, but at least we'll have something to talk about on gagging. But when he walked in, he was so cool, and he was just like, "Yo, y'all be letting me have it, but I know it's your job, and I'm just trying to do better." And that was the first time I saw a vulnerable Offset, and I will tell you that is why I like him because he's not perfect, but he is trying. So I will give him that he is trying, and that's what pissed me off about this motherfucking story right here. Now, I live 10 minutes from Beverly Hills. So I'm going to tell you, I ride through Beverly Hills when I want to go out there and get my Dior sunglasses or I want to get some motherfucking Louis Vuitton. I do go to Beverly Hills. I will tell you recently, Beverly Hills, because all of us are out there stimulus shopping with that EDD bullshit, running the cards up at Gucci, you got white people in the neighborhoods upset. So what the white people have done now is they've set up Trump rallies in Beverly Hills to offset all the niggerdom going down in the streets. Well, Offset and Cardi B were driving through Beverly Hills. They was there the same time I was. I was just on the less hood side of Beverly Hills. And they came across the same Trump rally that I passed. And so these ralliers were all in the streets causing havoc. And the aggression is so bad that they're like pulling up in like these motherfucking Ford F-150 super ramped up engines, like pointing and shit, kids flipping you off out the window. I wanted to slap a little Trump supporter kid. He was probably like 6. The motherfucker didn't even have all his teeth, but he was flipping people off out the window. I wanted to ride by and just smack the shit out of him. But I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to get ahead of it. Anyway, so Cardi had posted on her Instagram her concerns about everything that was happening before. And people don't really catch it all the way I'm about to lay it out. So I want to make sure I lay it out properly. So that way when we get into Gag Nation later, you can talk about it. All right, so Cardi had posted this on her Instagram. And I saw it and I called her and she didn't answer. But take a look.
Look how many fuckers. I'm scared. Nah, we're going to get jumped. I really feel like we're going to get jumped. Oh, my God. Ah! Trump supporters are everywhere. I'm scared. I don't like it with their big ass truck. I don't like this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look how they walking around with fake guns and covering their fucking face. I don't like this shit.
Now, let's be clear. If it was somebody black or brown out there walking around with a fake gun and a mask, they'd have been shot down in the street. And we know that to be a fact, right? We know that. First of all, they don't even want black people in Beverly Hills, but they absolutely don't want you out there when they out there with the Trump bullshit. So here's the deal. So they were outside shopping. Apparently they was trying to get some Birkins. We're going to talk about that too, because there's a whole goddamn Birkin. I don't even know about this whole Birkin movement going on online, but this has been just annoying the shit out of me, and I hope I get that right, because the only thing I'm trying to bag is a nigga. That's it. So Cardi was in the store shopping. Offset was in the car chilling. The Trump supporters were out trumping. And so they started taunting Offset, and they started hitting his car. Now, I found this out later when I called them, but he was hitting the car, banging on it. And, this is where things took a left. Now, Offset usually rolls with a lot of dudes. He's out with his wife, and he's out with her family. So and not even tons of security. They ain't even rolling in the deep like Adele used to when she was fat. They was rolling light, and still they accosted the people. And the people start tripping. Now, mind you, you run into Cardi B and Offset in public, and you're a fan, whether you like Trump or not, you're gonna become a fan. And fans, when that fan shit start happening, it gets really uncomfortable, right? So when the police showed up, instead of them, putting the Trump supporters in cages, because y'all know they only put Mexicans in cages. Anyway, instead of putting them in cages, and to help the situation, they started to interrogate Offset, asking him to get out of his car, and then they claimed that he waved a gun. Now, I can tell you, having talked to them, they didn't have a gun. Somebody else in the car had a gun. But let me tell you, if you run up on my car and you start banging on my damn car and you start threatening me and I fear for my life, if I got a gun, I'm going to pull it out. Give me the knife. Now, my gun may be this damn big. And I'm going to tell you something. If you run up on my car, somebody tried to run up on me today in my gym, and I'm telling you, I had to go get my Glock and put that bitch right in the cup holder on the Stairmaster, because had he came up in that motherfucking garage, I would have shot him dead. Now, Offset filmed the whole shit. He was on live, and this is what you may have seen. Take a look.
Because you got guns out.
That's my choice.
I'm not finna move my hand from my steering wheel.
Because we were told that you guys were waving.
You celebrity, you know who I am. I'm Offset from the Migos. They're fans. That's why they following me, bro.
That has nothing to do with why we're here. We were told
that you guys were
waving guns.
You just watched somebody beat my car up with a flag. What are you talking about?
I need you to turn.
You told me put my hands up. I'm not doing that. You put my hands up. It's 25,000 people in my live.
I'm telling you.
You're gonna get sued publicly.
Turn off the car.
Don't move, man. Open this door.
No, that's not legal. That's not legal. You can't just open my door.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Get out of this car right now.
You can't just open my door. You can't just open my door. You can't just open my door. It's illegal. I'm gonna sue the shit out of y'all. Y'all know who I am?
Okay.
What is you grabbing my fucking wrist for, bro? So aggressive, bro.
Hard park.
Now, when I see this shit, this reminds me of Philando Castile. And I'm explaining how. Because I could tell you, as a law-abiding citizen, when I'm in the car and the police, I've been in a Rolls Royce in front of my house with a friend of mine. It was his car, not mine. We pulled up. Cardi had called me. This was a long time ago. Cardi had FaceTimed me, so I wanted to finish the call before I went in my house. We pulled over, and the police came and pulled me out the car in front of my house and handcuffed me and was talking to me, disrespectful, searching my shit. And the reason they did is because I had parked by a fire hydrant or parked on a red zone. So the LAPD, y'all already on some fuck shit. We've seen the shit that you've been doing. You punched the Mexican dude in his face when he got you mad. You beat up the black dude in Compton. I called the mayor on your ass. But anyway, this could have been a really dangerous situation. Now, Offset, who has been sober, he ain't drinking, he ain't even smoking. He could have turned up in a whole different way. He told him he was an artist. He told him that the fans were there. The fans were not being controlled. So you got a reckless fan situation going on with the Trumps. You got the police dragging him out of the car, and this could have went left, but it didn't. So this is the crazy part. Now this is the key. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on, somebody say right here. What did he say? Hold up. You got it. Yeah, exactly. Now listen. This is the key of the whole night now. Now I'm telling you right now, if you want to be with me and you ain't showing up for me like this, we're not going to ever work out. Because whoever I get with, whoever gets all of this, is going to have to be able to show up like Cardi did. Take a look at that. That shit looked a little choppy. Let's try that one more time. Now, let's do it without the sound so I could just commentate. All right, so Cardi was shopping. She heard her man was in trouble. Play the video, please. And she came out looking like she was right at the BET Hip Hop Honors in her dress. That is not a Fashion Nova dress. I don't even know what that was, but she looking like a bag of money. And she had her man's back. And so it was determined after all that drama that he wasn't a threat to the Trump supporters, and he was released after because he didn't have a gun on him. And so my question is where does it end? Okay, you don't want nobody to roll up on you and shoot you in your car, but we don't want you to roll up and pull us out of ours. Now, Breonna Taylor was sleeping in her house. Y'all rolled up in there and killed that girl. You could have killed him. And people are so quick online to say Offset's the problem or because he's a rapper. But I will tell you personally, knowing him, right now he is literally focused on keeping his family together, being sober, and somehow he keeps getting brought into this bullshit. But, and I will say to you Trumpers, hopefully next week the Cheeto is out this bitch and we ain't got to keep having this conversation, but y'all gonna roll up on the right person. And when I say the right person, it's gonna be the one that's gonna get your ass together. So, fuck you Trumpers, and bye Offset.